Hello, viewers. Welcome to yet another segment of my channel. In my last episode, I talked a lot about the importance of improving your interpersonal skills and some of the interpersonal skills that are really important when you want to grow in your professional as well as your personal life. Today, very quickly, I'm going to run through a few more additional interpersonal skills. Remember, there could be some repetition of the interpersonal skills which I've already talked, but I would definitely want to go ahead and share very important interpersonal skills that are appreciated or valued by the employers. So, without taking more of your time, let me just go ahead and walk you through what interpersonal skills you should uh, inculcate in your behavior so that you become more and more successful in any work environment you are into. So, we already talked about the first type, that's effective communication. So, just to revise a little, communication is important in which you give importance to non-verbal communication, public speaking, verbal communication, and listening as well. The second skill is conflict management. You face a lot of situations in which you have to work in teams where there are people with diverse backgrounds and diverse mindsets, and conflicts are a very natural thing that might occur. And when you are in a team, may it be a leader or a part of the team contributing towards a project, it is very necessary uh, for us to resolve that conflict effectively. And the skills those are necessary to resolve such conflicts is conflict resolution, constructive criticism, counseling, mediating, and problem solving. The next following skill is empathy. So there are a lot of people you're working with which you do not know their working style or pattern, or also the type of job they are doing, and therefore it is very important to understand their concerns and troubles, and that you will know only when you have felt that kind of issue or problem in your daily routine or in your work life. So empathy is another skill set. So for being a good team player or a manager or even a good leader, you have to understand and show empathy for others. If a customer or a colleague calls with complaint, let's say for an example, uh, anything related to the product or the results you have delivered to, you will need to listen thoughtfully to the person's concerns and express compassion for their issue. You there is no need for you to take it personally, because everybody is trying to work under some kind of stress, trying to multitask and deliver as much as possible in a very little time, but try to deliver very effectively. So empathy is an important skill that will help you get along with everyone in the workplace. So what do you need to empathize with your colleagues? Caring, be compassionate, be diplomatic, accept diversity, offer help, be kind, be patient, show respect, be sensitive, and show sympathy. Next, very important interpersonal skill is leadership. So you might say, I am not a team leader or a group leader, or I only work for myself, or I only take responsibility of the work that I have done. But there will be times in your professional career where you will have to manage a project when you climb up the ladder of your career. So, even if you're not a manager, it is important to have some leadership experience and ability. Leadership requires being able to motivate and drive others and help a team achieve the goals and achieve the success. So, the most important things that you should practice is encouraging your colleagues, inspiring trust, instructing humbly, management, mentoring, motivation, and much important of all is positive reinforcement. That definitely will make you a good leader, or that will definitely make you help you work in that team and grow as a team faster and contribute uh, more successfully towards that team to achieve your goals and objectives. Another important skill set which I have already discussed in my last segment is listening, which is a part of effective communication. So what happens when you are willing to listen to people and not just go ahead and talk? It's it's while you need to be able to express your own ideas, you also need to show a thoughtful listening willingness to the ideas of others, and this will help your clients or your employers or your colleagues, your subordinates, your employees feel respected and valued. What should you do to be an effective listener? You should have an active listening skill. You should show curiosity, show that you are focusing on what they're talking, and also at times you should also show the willingness of uh, inquiry. So when you gather put all these skills together, you can be a very good listener. Next important tip is negotiation. Negotiation is an important skill for absolutely a lot of positions that you'll be applying for, because negotiation does not always mean where any financial transaction or any money matters are involved. Depending on the specific job, it might involve creating formal agreements or contracts between clients, or helping colleagues solve a problem and determine a solution. So to be a good negotiator, you must be able to listen to others uh, and use creative problem solving techniques and arrive at an outcome that satisfies everyone. And what is going to help you do these? First thing is research. So when you go ahead with your negotiating terms, you should do your homework, do your research on why you are putting those terms. So you should be able to rationalize those terms. So do your research well. And next most important thing is persuasiveness. So you should be very persuasive in what you are trying to negotiate with, or to negotiate with whom, so that the person you are negotiating with should not feel that he's being used or being taken for granted. There should always be a win win situation when you're trying to negotiate with someone. Next important skill is having a very positive attitude. This is always going to help you even in your personal life, in your daily routine as well. So employers want to hire employees who make the office a brighter place. They want people with a friendly and a positive demeanor. This doesn't mean you have to be the most social person in the office, but it also should be that you are willing to develop some sort of positive rapport with your colleagues. And what does this mean, or what kind of skills do you need to show a positive, optimistic attitude in your work environment? It is your behavioral skills, the way you build relationships and develop rapport between your team, your friendliness, healthy humor, your networking, and your social skills. So, if you have a right understanding of all these values and virtues in yourself, you will definitely be known as a very positive and optimistic person to be around with. The next most important and the last one for today's segment is teamwork. I have heard people that say they do not like managing people, or they only like to be responsible for the work they are doing. But when you are assigned a task, or when you are working with a project in which there are a lot of which is multifaceted, there are a lot of people with different work backgrounds working for you, and there is going to be a lot of exchange of thoughts and data and communication. And that is where teamwork is the most important of a lot of other interpersonal skills. So even if your job involves a lot of independent work, you still need to be able to collaborate with others. Teamwork involves several of the skills already mentioned. You need to be able to listen to others, communicate your own goals, and motivate your team, resolve your conflicts that may arise due to any kind of discussion or exchange of thoughts and ideas going on. So very important values that should be inculcated in your work routine to be a very good team player and be able to work as a team is collaboration, group facilitating, team building. So when you're talking about teamwork, team building, group facilitating, all the other interpersonal skills which I just talked about should be practiced for you to be a great team player and deliver your best as a team when you're working in a team towards a common goal. So with all these tips, I would like to take your leave, and I would like to thank you for following my channel. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would request you to go ahead and please subscribe to my channel for such informational and useful videos. I will see you soon. Thank you very much. Stay home, stay safe, and take care. Thank you.